Zwom doot 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 doot. BMO.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another BMO Creative crypto video. So this one is going to be about the Si Te Cah. The Si Te Cah, which means tool eaters in the Paiute language, were a race of giant natives which originated in Paiute Native American folklore. Paiute oral tradition tells that the Si Te Cah were a tribe of red-haired cannibalistic giants that preyed upon the people of the Great Basin of the western United States. Growing weary of the monster's predation, the neighboring tribes joined with the Paiutes to finally annihilate the Si Te Cah. The retaliation by Paiutes and other tribes of the Si Te Cah drove the giants to live on rafts made of tul, which is a fibrous water plant. It was also recorded that tul even became a part of their diet, or at least they were seen ripping it out of the water and chewing on it. Finally gaining the upper hand, the tribes managed to drive the remaining giants into what is now known as Lovelock Cave. I'm sure most of you that watch a channel like this have heard of Lovelock Cave, and that is in western Nevada. It's still there. It's a cave near Lovelock, Nevada, which is where it gets its name. The Si Te Cah refused to come out, and so the Alliance filled the cave entrance with dry wood and brush, which they set on fire, then shot arrows and slung stones at whomever tried to come out, wiping out what was left of their enemies through suffocation. The giants were forgotten pretty much, continuing only in Paiute myth until 1911, when a pair of miners were excavating bat guano from Lovelock Cave for sale to companies that make cosmetics. When they found the mummified specimens of several Si Te Cah unearthed giant jawbones and thousands of other Paiute artifacts. Although most of these bodies and parts have since disappeared thanks to the Smithsonian, wooden duck decoys and large sandals and tools were also found, alongside human bones, which had been split open in order to extract the marrow, which you could see the bite marks on the bones and scraping, like with tools, to get the bone marrow out, lending credence to the fact that cannibalism was indeed practiced there at some point. So now I have to say that science tries to cover up the giant claim, and they say things like the miners were not trained in anatomy and could have mistaken the bones of large cave bears for human bones. I don't know any bears that would collect animal decoys like ducks and things, but anyway, the lack of proper documentation calls the tourist displays of the bones into question. Giants sell knickknacks, according to science, in an otherwise forgettable region. Even the red hair, they say, could be due to a chemical reaction over the centuries, reducing the pigment to red. Basically, it all might be wrong, except for the fact that the miners didn't want their money pit to be turned into an excavation or an archaeological site, because they wouldn't be able to continue getting paid for collecting the guano. So although the cave had been first discovered in 1911 and used to collect bat guano, the miners didn't notify authorities until at least a year later in 1912. The miners admitted to destroying many of the artifacts, burning them, but archaeologists were still able to retrieve over 10,000 northern Paiute artifacts from the cave. Items including tool, ducks, decoys, nets, a pair of sandals that were 15 inches long, and baskets, several dating back over 2,000 years. The sandals that were over 15 inches long that were found in the cave, several pairs of those, could not be mistaken for sandals that a cave bear would wear, because bears don't wear sandals. And a 15-inch sandal might indicate that someone 7 foot tall or taller was wearing those, just like the Paiute legends say. Most of the well-preserved skeletons and mummies were destroyed through mining or through human ridiculousness. Like, I found research that says that the best specimen of the adult mummies was boiled and destroyed by a local fraternal lodge, which was sponsored by the Smithsonian, by the way, which wanted the skeleton for initiation purposes, according to the Llewellyn Loud and M.R. Harrington University of California publications in American Archaeology and Ethnology in 1929. So I wonder what the initiation was, that the body that would be boiled must be a certain height or something to be in this club or something. I don't get that at all. Anyway, what do you think of the Si Te Cah, or the Paiute, or Lovelock Cave? Leave a comment below. Anyway, that is going to do it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to BMO Creative for more crypto videos. Thanks so much.